Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Top 60 continues with numbers 20 through number 11. And I'm very excited. I'm really excited about these next two, this list and then the final one. I'm really curious about your list.
Yes, because it has definitely changed.
I know, and I'm super excited to see where things are standing these days. But so I think we're just ready to get going. We got your coffee. Yeah, so we have this new little mug thing that we're into with wherever we go hiking and stuff, getting these cool naturey looking mugs. So that one's cool. It's from Arkansas. Anyway, guys, let's get right into it. Super excited. Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Number 20.
I'm really excited. What is it?
All right, we're coming back to my old ways with an abstract
Link.
game. No.
We're going to keep guessing Link until it's
But it
Link.
is Azul.
Azul.
Azul. So, you are a tile layer, and you are looking to try and embellish the walls of the palace. So, basically, this one's really fun. I like this because it's got some drafting component where you're going out and drafting the tiles, putting them into your little area here, and then eventually you're trying to put those into the wall, essentially. So you're trying to put them into the wall and gain points from all of that. So this lineup of games, it's taken us way too long to play this, but playing this one, it immediately jumped up because it's just my type of game. It's just my type of game. I really, really enjoy it. There's nothing like overly crazy and amazing about it. It's just that I really like this type of game.
And nice, really nice components. It looks good. That makes it really nice.
Absolutely. And so, as far as the whole Azul lineup, I'm kind of including all of it, although we've only played 2 of the 4 that are out right now. So
I don't know if you can. I think next year you need to break them out.
Next year I might.
They're different.
I might, because
you broke out all the gift series games.
True story, because we've kind of gone through all of those, and these I've only.
We actually haven't gone through all of them.
True story, but all of them I feel like are different enough. These are, so far the first 2 are similar but different, but so far I can't break them up just yet.
Maybe next year.
I want to play the other 2 before I can actually break them up and decide, okay, which one's actually better. So.
Well, just like this game, I have worked on embellishing our palace wall. As you can see, this lovely embellishment of games. Very colorful.
Right.
Yes, it makes me very happy. Anyway, moving right along. We've got Garfield games. We have a game in the West Kingdom trilogy. Can you guess which one it is?
Let's see, we're at
Architects,
20.
Paladins, or Viscounts?
We're at 20, so it's gotta be Paladins.
You are correct, sir. Whoa! It's hefty. Ugh, very heavy. Paladins it is. Paladins of the West Kingdom. So this is the second game in the trilogy.
Now, do you love this game because of how well all the stuff fits in the box?
Don't get me started. Okay. Yes, these games are good, but come on, Garfield games. We do not need to have everything be the same size box, and it's so just give me a bigger box, all right? It'll make me so much happier. Everything is stuffed to the brim. I mean, you can barely get things in here. Bigger box, please. Without having to get a big box for pet peeve. Okay. Anyway, moving along. I really like this game because it is a worker placement. It's just full of worker placement goodness. You have your own player board where you're placing out your workers, and you have the common board. You are trying to raise attributes like strength, influence, or faith. I can't remember all the different attributes. You're trying to build fortifications, defend from enemies. There's just a lot of fun goodness in here. And, oh, man, I can't remember. Have you played this one?
This is the one of the 3 that I have not played.
You have not played this?
I played Architects, I played Viscounts. This is the one she's still trying to draw me in to play, but I actually haven't played yet. I've avoided it up to this point because I didn't like Architects. I didn't really like Viscounts.
It's different. I really don't like Architects. I love this one.
I didn't like Viscounts.
Well, they're all different, honestly. So we'll have to try this one. But anyway, I really enjoyed this one, Paladins of the West Kingdom, despite the small box and stuffing everything in there. But yay! Yay for number 20s!
All right, so we're going to move on to kind of a very puzzly game. I like this one. It's beautiful. And don't let the cute little cat on the cover fool you, because it's definitely brain burning. So, in Calico, what you are trying to do is you are trying to build your quilt, essentially. You're trying to build your quilt. You've got certain little conditions that are already out there on the board that you're trying to meet as best that you can. Now, you're trying to predict what kind of pieces you might grab in order to help you fulfill those particular objectives. That's the brain burning part, and as you're going through, obviously you're building out a beautiful looking, quilt right there in front of you, and you're placing it down into the dual layered board. Super, super cool, super fun. Love the end result. Everybody's quilt looks amazing. Doesn't matter how well you actually did, it still looks cool. Still looks really cool. And you're going through laying cats and other things. But it's definitely a puzzly game that it's a little deceiving how cutesy it is, because it is definitely a brain burner.
Very
for
puzzly.
Sure. So, but
cute.
Again, that's one of the reasons I like this game. It's pretty simple, but definitely you got to think about it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We need to play this again.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
It's been a while.
This is a fun one.
That's cute. I love. We got Josie, who is an orange kitty, to lay up, just like that.
Pretty much looked exactly like this.
Oh, so cute with the box.
Mm-hmm.
Really cute. Okay, moving on. We have a newer game. Came out. Actually, I think we received it January of this year, 2022. Big Box from Elf Creek Games. We got the deluxe version with the Kickstarter. And we are talking about Merchants of the Dark Road, guys. Yeah, I really like this game. Lots of different reasons. I mean, well, first, yes, the gameplay. I really enjoy the gameplay. You got your different merchants going around taking different actions. You have your own wagon where you're collecting resources, and on your wagon you got a little bit of polyomino type of thing going on. Just fitting different goods, and you're trying to deliver these goods. You might travel down the dark road and come across various things. I really like the production. Elf Creek Games does great job with production. So I got the deluxe version. I mean, you guys, you got these lanterns that are really awesome, all kinds of cool components. I wish I got the metal Lumi coins, because those look sweet. I didn't get those, but I might get them in the future. And what initially caught my eye when I first saw this, yes, it looks really cool. Guys, artists, Andrew, guys, is it Bosley or Bosley? I need to figure this out. I'm going to say Bosley. Andrew Bosley, my favorite board game artist, hands down. So I saw that, I'm like, yes. And I saw this cute little snow bee and these cute critters. And I just, see snow bee right there. I really like this game. I don't think you have tried this yet.
Not true. I did play this.
Oh, you did play this.
I did play this, and I cannot deny the production. To me, I've only played it once, so I don't know if I can judge it quite yet.
Well, hey, we can solve that problem and play it again.
But it definitely didn't jump out at me on the first play.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a little repetitive, kind of going in a circle and doing that kind of thing.
Oh, I really enjoyed this one. And, I mean, you're using your dice to select actions in your city, and the dice look cool. And just everything about this game I really enjoy. This definitely has had mixed opinions. Some people are like, this is way overrated. Some people love it. I'm one of those that happens to love it. So I'm very excited about this one, and it's here to stay, and I can't wait to play it again with you.
We'll see. Alright, so now we're moving into Abstract 8 again. And now you can guess
Link.
That is going to be Link. So, if you're not familiar with the GIF series of games, it is not the most beautiful series of games. It is actually very, very simple. Generally, the rules are very simple, but again, it's complex in the way that you play.
But hey, at least this one has pops of color.
This one has color to it. So, and the reason it has color is because it draws different mechanisms from all of the different GIF series of games. And each of those games have different ways that you play them, obviously, but then this one is kind of the culmination of all of that series, and it kind of brings it all together into this one game that I think is one of the best ones that they've made, for sure. Again, not the most pretty board. They definitely could have made it not a cream color that's just like bleh.
At least there's colored pieces.
But
That's
the
all I have to
pieces
say.
look nice. The pieces
It's not
tactilely
white or black
are
or
very cool.
gold.
Yeah, and so, but I love this game. I love the gift series, obviously. So when you like a whole series and then it culminates into one game that kind of brings it all together, I think this is a winner for me. So
Yeah, so there's the Gift Project has 6 games. This is the 7th that is like the synthesis of the whole Gift Project.
Brings it all together, right?
Oh, we need to play this one. Oh, we need to play all those
Yeah, we haven't
games.
played that one in a while.
I know,
so
we need to play that one.
We need to play that one again.
Okay, so we got a big box game. Very excited about this. Oh, we got Farmland and Mechs all together. Can you guess what it could be?
Yes.
Ugh. Yeah, we got Scythe, guys. Scythe here. I'm so surprised you don't like the way this looks. It's so cool. I love the way it looks.
Nah.
You got like farm peeps, and a huge mech right here. How cool is that?
Not.
Oh, wow. I love this. And then when the board's laid out, it's colorful. So this game, super fun. You've got, everyone has their own board, taking actions like action selection, tons of engine building. You've got some combat. You're exploring different territories, gathering resources. Yes, you are putting out mechs. Super awesome. I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff in this game. It's been a little while. I need to get this one to the table again because I really enjoy this a lot. Oh man.
The reason she has a hard time getting it to the table is because
He's
somebody
never
doesn't
gonna play
this.
it with me. And
I played it a couple of times. Both times was just like, oh, are we done yet? And I just couldn't.
there's a lot of different ways to get the stars, the points, and guys, the mechs, they're so cool. Anyway, I really enjoy this game. This is set in the 1920s Europa. So, yeah, I love the way it looks. I know you don't, but I do. I really enjoy this game. I want to play it right now. I also want to play this one too. But I want to play this one first and then that one.
Oh, let's play this one.
All right, here we go. Moving on.
All right, this next game combines a few things that I really, really like.
And you just said that you love this game right before, and you said you want to marry this game.
I do.
What is this game?
I like this game a lot. So, this game is called Cartographers.
Oh.
Alright, so this one's fun because it combines a few different things that I really, really like. One, it's like a roll and write, flip and write. So you're flipping cards that give you different shapes, and you are trying to put those shapes onto what is essentially a blank map, but you're trying to use the landscape shapes and put them in a way that's going to earn you the most points. As you go through the rounds, the conditions change, and it makes it so that you have to do different things in order to gain more points. I love the shapes, which is kind of a polyomino style kind of thing for me. It also gives me that flip and right, roll and right kind of thing. I'm drawing. It's super cool. I really like it a lot.
You get to draw little trees.
I get to draw things on it. It's so much fun. So, and then just kind of trying to plan things out based on the conditions that are out there. It's really cool. I enjoy this game so much that apparently I want to marry it. So, Cartographers.
Okay. All right. Are you glad you married me?
Yeah.
After
This was next. This was if you didn't work out.
11 years versus 2 years?
We're very close.
All right, moving on. We have a pretty Alexander Pfister game from Capstone Games. That is Maracaibo. I appreciate crunchy, thinky, Euro-y games that are nice and pleasant to look at with good production. That is in this game here. I really like this one because you have your ship and you're sailing around the Caribbean. trying to do different actions you have. Everyone has their own board where you can do a lot of ship upgrades. And I really enjoy when you have like your own board and you can do upgrades on stuff on your own board. I love that. I really enjoy the ship upgrade part. And that's also with Boonleg, his other more recent game, which was on a previous list. That also you have your own player board where you can upgrade it and do stuff. And I really like that. So there's a lot of card play in this as well. So like it says a huge game board, over 200 wooden pieces, more than 260 cards, and much more. Yeah, so you got stuff going on, like a little combat type stuff with different countries, and there's quests, there's other stuff going on, like this little, I forgot what it's called, this little path on the bottom of the board. There's a lot of different things you can do in this game. It's a great time. You played this, and you didn't mind it, right?
I've only played this one time. You had me play it with you for like a birthday present. It was like not forcing me to play, but it was like, here's my gift to you. Let's play this game that I don't want to play. I actually ended up thinking it was okay. I would need to play it again to be able to really kind of assess it, but...
I can solve that problem.
I know you can.
Let's play it again. I want to play this and Boonleg with you because they both have that thing where you're kind of moving your ship along the path, and you really liked that in Agizia Shifting Sands.
True story.
So that's why I want to try both of these. Yes, these are more crunchy, yeah. But I want to try these with you again. Okay, I'm glad we solved that problem. Yay! All right, moving on. Let the games begin.
So this is another one that typically I may not like quite so much, although it does have worker placement, and I do like some worker placement. So let's take a look here at, if I can grab it, the Lost Ruins of Arnak. Now again, one of the big time saving graces on this one is the amazing looking board and components.
Yeah.
Like,
great production.
Incredible. So definitely makes it a lot more easier on the eye. For me, that's important if I'm going to play some kind of big sprawling game that's got a lot of things going on. Again, worker placement.
And deck building. It's the worker placement and deck building combo.
So I do like both of those things. So trying to kind of work those things together, and I just found this to be extremely fun. And there's a few different things going on. You're trying to grab different resources by placing out your stuff, and then you're going and trying to win these little
guardians. You're trying to
guardians.
kill the guardians and stuff. Then you got the research track on the side.
Yeah, I always forget what it's all called. So moving up the research track, and there's a few things that you're trying to balance, but I feel like it's not too many for me.
Yeah, we still have yet to. We have the expansion. We still have yet to try it. That adds some, I think, more like player powers. Like everyone has like their own player board, and adds some other research tracks and some other stuff.
Which worries me a little bit.
Oh, come on! Because
again, I'm not an expansion kind of
guy.
Yeah,
but hey, you tried it with Moonrakers and you really liked it. Just give it a try. Okay, so this game I really enjoy. I cannot stand the box cover. This is an awful box cover. Why? Why do you have this SpongeBob-y thing with, oh my gosh.
With hairy legs.
Oh, I can't stand this box cover.
It's pretty.
So, because of that reason, I'm going to turn it around so I don't have to see that. Yeah, anyway.
You know it's there.
Oh, seriously?
You know it's there.
Okay.
Visualizing.
Would you stop? So this is an AEG game. John DeClaire, I really like that combo a lot. This has been so much fun for me to play. Every time I get this out, I have a blast playing this game. So tons of different dice, and that makes me happy. I love different dice. Different colors, different symbols, and so basically it's like a deck building game but with dice. Mm-hmm. So just a dice building game. So everyone rolls the dice, you activate the dice, and then you're trying to race your characters around this racetrack. And you have multiple different boards to play with, different landscapes that you're trying to race around. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And the dice, there's so much variability in this game. One, because there's different tracks. Two, because there's a lot of different cards per dice color. So the actions, the things you can do with the dice can change every game.
Right.
Guys, this is so much fun. I have a blast playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's jumped up high on my list. This is a new game, but it's up there.
Yep.
What number are we on? 20,
I
don't know, mid-20s or something like that. But yeah, this is new game, jumped right into my 20s because this is a blast. I love this one.
Yep, this one's fun. It doesn't jump up quite so much on me, but it's a fun little racing game that a lot of people really like when we bring it out.
Yeah,
so.
Lots of fun. Good choice too. So our number 15's not in the 20s like I just previously said about Cubitos. I don't know. We had just filmed our 20s. So I think that's what confused me. So we're in our teens.
Oops.
Moving on to 15.
Moving on to 15.
What do you got?
I got a pretty game. A really pretty game. And it is called Hadara.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, I forgot how much you like this one.
Yeah, so I really enjoy this one. It's got card drafting, it's got engine building, it's got going up different tracks, it's got really pretty colors. It just kind of works for me. So, and the first time I played it, I was like, wow, this game might actually jump up into my top 10. It didn't quite make it. Close. 15, not too far off. But yeah, guys, this game is just really, really fun. So you've got your different tracks that you're trying to build up. Military, agriculture, you got to feed your people, all that kind of stuff. And you got to make sure that those things start moving up so that you can get more things throughout the game. And ultimately, the goal is to have more points at the end of the game. So, and then the board is, it essentially looks like this, where it's broken up into 5 different sections. And it's this cool little like pentagon kind of shape up in here. Really, really nice, really pretty when it's out there, kind of a unique looking thing while it's out there. For some reason this game just really struck me, and it gave me a little bit of a feel of Splendor.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm not surprised because the way I describe this game is it's like a blend of Seven Wonders and Splendor.
Yeah, and Splendor, one of the most sentimental ones for me and for us, early on, and Seven Wonders, well, you might see that later.
Yeah, so I mean, this has some of those combination of mechanisms, and yeah, I'm not surprised you like this one this much.
Yeah, so there you go. 15 is Hadara.
Nice, good choice. Well, my 15 is Lost Ruins of Arnak. So give me the box, please.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a crossover in this here top 10, or not top 10, top teens.
Top teens. She will dial it in eventually. She will.
I'm getting all the numbers mixed up.
She'll dial it in once we get to our top 10.
Yes, so I love this game as well for reasons we've already discussed. Deck building, worker placement. I thoroughly enjoy this one. I can't get over how gorgeous this is. This has got to be one of the most pretty games ever.
And apparently we like this game about the same because it's pretty close on our list.
It's within one. So I'm not going to really go into much because we just already talked about it.
Yeah.
So, a great game to check out for sure.
Definitely.
Lost Ruins of Arnak.
And Hadara. Alright, so now we're going to move into kind of this really interesting engine builder that...
yes.
You knew what it was.
I knew it.
You knew what it was. So, it's a wonderful world, and this one gives me a little bit of that Seven Wonders feel too, because you're doing a draft of sorts. But you're choosing your cards a little bit differently. So you're kind of picking the cards that you want to try and fulfill later on. You're putting them out, and you can kind of reserve them throughout the rounds and solve them as you're able. So there's kind of this planning aspect that's a little challenging mentally, because you gotta know what you have, you gotta know what you're giving up, and then you gotta think about what you could potentially get later on to eventually build up your empire, and that will then begin generating more resources and things like that for you. I found this game to be really, really fun, really interesting,
Brain burning at times.
And brain burning, and a little hard to figure out sometimes, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, and the art on the cards it doesn't jump out at me necessarily. It's like,
okay.
Some of it's weird. There are some photos on it that are like, what? Why'd you do that? But I think in general, the overall concept of the game, I absolutely love. I just found this to be just a fun game. Really interesting.
Yep, lots of translucent cubes. So you're drafting 7 cards, choosing cards to build and recycle the others to speed up your development, produce the resources in a specific order and optimize your building order, and then expand your empire with the best strategic choices.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the box says.
That's what the box says. And let's just read the box from now on. So yeah, really fun.
Good choice. I like it. We have to get It's a Wonderful Kingdom played.
Yes, we have it too. Yes. And it's a 2-player version, right?
1 to 2 players.
1 to 2 players, so we'll hopefully be able to play that soon.
Okay, well, so last game that I talked about was a CGE game, Czech Games Edition. We got yet another one, back to back here, guys, because we are talking about Vladimir Suchi's game, Pulsar 2849. I am discovering that I really enjoy good old Vladimir Suchi games. I'm finding out that I am just really digging his games. So there's some recent games that he's done. I haven't been able to get them, but I will in the future because I plan I'm going to like him because I like his other ones. This is one of them, Pulsar 2849. So, yes, and it's a space game, Euro style. So, a lot of different ways to score points. You're going to be doing, space exploration, trying to claim pulsars, developing technologies, and this is also a dice drafting game to take actions. So much fun in this box. This is another one I really want you to play with me.
Yeah, I still haven't played this one. So.
Yes, this is a great game. I am in love with this here game. Yep.
So.
I want to marry it.
I'm watching you, lad. I'm watching you. So, there we have it. Pulsar 2849, and It's a Wonderful World. Alright, back to the 2-player war theme. And we are talking about...
Dual powers.
No. Memoir 44.
What?
I have not done this yet. You did in the last list.
I thought you already had this on your list.
Nope, did not. I did do... Nope, I didn't do that one either. So, Memoir 44, 2-player... 2-player war game that is just a lot of fun to play. There's a bunch of different scenarios that you can play with this game, and of course you've got your little army men minis and your little tank minis and your different things that are set out there on the board, and you've got different actual real battle scenarios that happened back in World War II that they have that you can play either on just like the open field, or there's like the beach one that you can play on as well.
And expansions like this airplane one.
And expansions like the what's it called? New Flight Plan. Yeah, so that's something that we still want to bust out.
Oh my gosh, we haven't done it.
Okay.
I think what's holding us back, or at least holding me back from getting it out, is all the airplanes. They're just black. They're all gray. I almost feel like I want someone to paint them for me. Alicio, if you're watching, I want someone to paint them for me. So I feel like once they're painted, I want to play with it.
Gotcha.
I feel like that's a drawback for me.
Got it.
So that's just my thought process.
Yeah, but as far as Memoir 44 goes, to show you guys just kind of how much we actually liked this game, when we first played it, and we brought it out to the table.
Oh yeah.
We put it out here and we played once, and we were like, let's play it again. Let's play it again. And I think it stayed out for a few days, and we actually ended up playing this over and over and over again before we ever put it up for the first time.
Yeah, we need to do another Memoir 44 marathon.
Yeah, so just, again, it's
so
a 2-player war game that for us just works, and I don't know, guys, I just love it.
Well, you can actually play more than 2. Like I think it's like teams or something, and like they have this.
Yeah, but it's designed for head-to-head.
Yeah, but they had this like humongous expansion where it's like an epic board. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway,
There you have it. Memoir 44.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about yet another space game. Very excited because I am in love with this game.
She wants to marry it.
Why did you start talking? Anyway, this is a newer game, guys. Beyond the Sun. Wow, do I like this game?
Do you?
Oh my gosh, so much so. Now, okay, here's I think this is why I like the game. Earlier, was it this list or a prior list? I can't remember. We talked about Search Planet X, where I talked about how much I really enjoy logic deduction. That might have been the prior list.
Maybe.
I really love logic for some reason, and this kind of gives me that nerdy feeling that I get with logic stuff, with the tech tree. You're kind of advancing your technologies. It's not really deduction, but it's just, I get that nerdy feeling that I love. And yes, so you have, like I said, you're trying to advance and try to, advance different technologies, but you also have this space board on the side where you're trying to, battle out and trying to colonize different systems. Everyone has their own player board where you're trying to basically improve it, get better production of ore and population. Man, this is such a great game. And did I mention all the fun little dice? I just love small dice. I don't know what it is. I really enjoy it. But this game is fantastic. I have to play. There's no question. You will play this game with me at some point. You will.
That's what she says.
Yes, you have to. Anyway, Beyond the Sun.
And Memoir 44.
Number 12. Getting really, really close to that top 10.
We are. So that means we're getting into some kind of...
These are the two games that just missed the top 10.
Just missed it.
So what is yours? Number 12.
So this is kind of classic me, right? So
Abstract?
The abstract game.
What is it?
That's pretty simple, but thinky. And one of my faves, Hive. And this pretty much... a lot of times this travels with us, right? So it's really easy to kind of just throw the small box in with whatever luggage or whatever we have.
Not even the box, just what's in the box.
Yeah, just take the bag.
The bag.
Yeah.
It has all the pieces in the game.
It's fully contained in this bag, so you really don't even need the box. But I love this game because, number one, the pieces, it's got the tactile feel again. It's got those kind of chunky tiles that are just got that good weight to them, and they're fun to kind of move around on the table.
Those little skaters.
Little skater. There's my skater. And then, with this game you've got all these bugs, right? And all these bugs have different powers and different ways that they move, with the ultimate goal being to try and surround your opponent's queen bee. Now, again, sounds simple. You're just trying to move your pieces around, but each piece moves a little differently, so you got to kind of plan that out, and you got to plan how to keep your queen bee away from being surrounded.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, so I still...
That's why I like this game, because you always whip my butt.
I still gonna win this one a lot. So, but yeah, Hive is kind of classic me, really simple, and just a fun game to play.
It is a game crawling with possibilities.
Crawling with possibilities. So, Hive.
Well, we'll go to classic me, crunchy, thinky, games you don't like.
Oh, good.
We're going to talk about one of those T games from Board and Dice, and that one happens to be Tekenu.
Yeah, this one I don't like so much, I still haven't played it.
Anyway, Tekenu, Obelisk of the Sun. So yes, there is a very large obelisk, and it's really cool because you're going to be rotating it, and there's dice out there, so it's a dice drafting game, and whenever the obelisk rotates, it changes, like if dice are in the shade or in the light, and then the dice can either be like pure, tainted, all kinds of different variations. You're drafting these dice to take actions, and there's multiple different actions you can take, and then each area of the board kind of has that corresponding action of what you do. Everyone has their own player board. You're building statues, buildings, but the main thing that I really like about this game is just that obelisk and dice drafting. I really enjoy that. And then when you're done with the dice, you put the dice on your scales on your personal board, and you have to, I think it's pure and tainted, and you have to make sure they're balanced. And if they're not, then you go down on some tracks and stuff. I just really enjoy this game.
Yeah. So one of the things that a game that with such complexity has to have is a good-looking board or table presence in general.
Yeah.
This has zero. Absolutely zero.
It's definitely, I mean, that's your T games. That's your board and dice games, right?
Nah,
with the series.
Others were better. This is awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bleh, but
it's ugly.
What helps me get past it is I love the obelisk and the dice drafting mechanism. That just kind of makes it for me. And I like balancing the scales, and you just, I don't know, numbers and all kinds. I don't know. I just really like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know you don't like it, but I really like it. It's my number 12, and you got Hive.
I have Hive. This is it. This one just missed the cut.
All right. What is it?
Just missed the cut. And it is yet another 2-player war game.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so this almost made the top 10.
Almost made the top 10. And again, we've said it a lot of times about this game. This one's not well known, but I feel like it's super, super underrated.
We have a blast playing this game.
Super underrated, this game, and, you're using dice. You're trying to advance the dice over the board in order to get behind enemy lines. The more pips that you see on the top of the dice, essentially the stronger that
infantry.
die is in order to go up against the dice of the other team. So I just find this to be really interesting. And then you've got other things that you can potentially do. If you get to certain spots on the board, then you can use other kind of powers or things like that are set out for that game. And so being able to control those spots is also something that's really cool and important. And then you've got other cards and things like that can allow you to do a bunch of extra things.
Now, there are a few rough edges. I think there's a couple things that we might, like house rule and stuff.
Right.
But, I mean, we love this game. Every time we go on vacation, this is a game we always play.
Yeah.
Together. We love this one.
And, this slim profile of this box makes it easy to pack and take.
But it's just so our game. It's our game.
It 100% is using dice, colorful dice, and
battling it out.
Just a cool
upgrading
presence.
Stuff. Yeah.
Cool presence on the table. So for me, number 11 just missed out on the top 10, but it is definitely right there. Love this game. Dice game.
Excellent choice. So, okay, mine is a big hefty box.
Unlike mine.
Yes. So we are going into Glendrover's
Oh goodness.
Empire's Age of Discovery. Yes, big hefty box. This has over 500 plastic miniatures and coins. Get rid of that. I'm talking about this right now. So guys, growing up, I didn't play a lot of video games or computer games, but one of the computer games that I loved was Age of Empires 3. Where it's civilization, you have, farming and military and society, all kinds of stuff, right? So I've always been on the search of trying to find games that kind of give me a little bit of that feeling. So this isn't really, this is a worker placement game. It's not necessarily a civ, big civilization game. You have some area control on the board, and you're doing some combat and such, trying to colonize things, but the main mechanism is worker placement, and each player has their own a bunch of minis that have different abilities depending on what type of you have the priests, captains, soldiers. You have different units, and they do different things whenever you put them on these different locations and take actions. Oh, and there's these cool ships in here, and guys, this is just a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff in here. It just makes me so happy. I mean, and you have all kinds of boards. and different countries you can play. But look, there's a lot of colorful minis in here. So, yes, a lot of fun stuff. And the ships are cool. I mean, look, these are like plastic ship minis. I don't know if you can see. I hope you can see because they're really cute. I really like them. Anyway, I'll stop talking. I like this game.
Yeah. So,
that's our number 11s. Woohoo! And there you have it. How many new games to your list did you have?
So, new to the list for this year was Hadara, Dice Command, and Azul.
Hadara was new? Wasn't there last year?
No.
Huh.
Nope.
So 3?
Yep.
I had 4 new games to my list.
Yeah, but I've actually got some other cool things going on. So, It's a Wonderful World was number 4, so it's dropped. Okay. And let's see, Memoir 44 was also in the top 10. It dropped from
same
9.
with Hive.
And Hive was in the top 10. It has dropped. So we are definitely seeing some mixing up going on in that top 10, which you will see in the next video. Also, something that I found very interesting was that Calico, Link, and cartographers last year were Calico was number 19. Link was 17, cartographers was 16. They were almost exactly the same in this list, in that order too. So, and again, remember, we didn't reference this list at all prior to going in. So those have all stayed almost exactly the same for me. So I thought that was kind of cool.
A lot of my teens from last year are in this teen list as well. So
Nice.
Yep, a lot of interesting things. So let us know which ones in this list interest you the most. But hey guys, get ready because the next 10 is the top 10.
Get ready
so
for
stay
it.
tuned. Get ready. We'll see you then.